Kiki, again, eat more to weigh less. I wanted to address the question of I'm going to be going on vacation eventually. Should I lower my calories if I'm going to be less active, or eat at maintenance, or what happens if I pick an activity level when I start figuring out my TDEE, and now my activity level may change for a week. Should I drop my calories for that week? Or I don't understand why I should eat the same every day if I'm not active that day. Why should I eat back all those calories if I'm not working out? Or something of that nature. We get the question a lot. Basically, people wondering if their calories should be all across the board based on different factors. And the answer to that is, once you're firmly established and your body recognizes, the amount of food that it's going to get, sure, absolutely. If you want to cycle your calories, zigzag, carb cycle, raise them higher on high burn days, lower on low burn days, take them up to maintenance when you go on vacation, what have you. Once your body, has been firmly established with your higher calorie level, it's okay. You don't want to mess with too much in the beginning, because at the onset of upping your calories, your body really needs that consistency that I'm always talking about. Because if you're coming from a really, really low point, and maybe during that low point, I don't know what calorie level you're coming from, 1200, 1500 calorie, whatever the low was for you. Maybe during that time you'd have those 3 or 4 good days, and then you'd have that crazy day, that where you have that crazy off the wall, like eat carbs or whatever you didn't allow yourself to have during the other times. When you would do that, your body would begin to recognize it as a binge cycle. So when you have the really high day, after a while, because your body starts to learn that you drop back down again, it decides to hold on to the extra from the high days, because your body has to survive. It has to protect itself and survive. So when you're first starting out with upping your calories, your body doesn't really believe you, it doesn't believe, like, okay, hey, he or she's finally starting to, feed me properly. So, at first, it's just going to see it as one of your binges. So you have to get your body to trust you. It's your number one goal in the beginning, is you have to get your body to realize that you are going to feed it constantly, every day, all the food that it needs to run properly. That you are no longer going to starve yourself, even though you may think that you weren't starving before. If you're eating 1200 calories and your BMR, you're netting 1200, your BMR is 1450, then you were starving yourself. So it's very important in the beginning, just to be consistent. You may want to set up specific eating times. Not that that's something that you would need to continue doing, once everything's established. Once your body's established, you can eat whatever time of day you want, whatever calories you want this day, whatever calories you want that day. Obviously, if you want to start going below your BMR, netting below your BMR again, you can have more flexibility. But in the beginning, it's just all about the trust. So, just try to stay consistent, try to just have the same amount every day. The question about why do I really need to eat that if I'm not really active that day? That would be because when you figure out your TDEE calculations, all of your exercise for the week is figured into that number. So you don't need to figure it into each day because it's already figured out for the entire week, you know, so it's already broken down day by day for you. So you don't have to eat back your extra exercise calories. Obviously, if you're netting below your BMR, then yeah, you want to eat that back. But, you know, that's why most of the time we just tell people that for simplicity's sake, just eat the same thing every day, you know, at least just for the first 4 to 6 weeks, so that, you know, you're getting things adapted and your body is really learning what's going on. Once your body is firmly established, maybe, you know, months down the road or when you get towards the end of your journey, then you can start throwing in the cycles and the zigzagging and all the extra stuff that, you know, you hear people doing. But a lot of those tricks are needed more so at the end of your journey, because at the beginning, you know, it's really just the basic math. It's just the eat less than you're burning. But towards the end, when you're getting to those last few calories that your body, those last few pounds that your body doesn't want to let go of, then that's when you need all the tricks up your sleeve, up the zigzagging, carb cycling, you know, high carb, low carb, whatever that you're going to do. You preserve those for the end of the journey. They're not necessary in the beginning. Just be consistent, allow your body to trust you, and, you know, that's where the magic happens, is during that time. So if you have not done that, if, you know, you're kind of fluctuating your cals in those beginning weeks and you're wondering why you're not seeing results, that could be the reason. So I hope that answers your question, and I need to stop now because I have a few more of these to make, and at the rate that I'm going, it's going to take me all day. So I'll talk to you guys later.